Hey, good morning folks, it is Louise here. I am live in the tribe on this Monday. How are you doing? If you're viewing over on YouTube, then come on over to my private community on Facebook, the Game of Life tribe. So how is everybody doing? Is anybody live with me this morning? I've got a really important message for you today and a really fab little story to share with you from a few years back. And today's message is around the magic of absolutely doing nothing. Because when we are pushing and pulling and we're trying to make things happen, it can really cause chaos and havoc in our life. When we're trying to make things happen before they are ready, and we've all experienced this, right? We've all done this where we're trying to make things happen. It's just not, it's just not falling into place, or the doors aren't opening. In fact, it feels like they're shutting in our face. It's never good when we're trying to push and pull and make things happen before they're ready. There should be an ease and a flow. We should feel this ease, this flow, this sort of perfect timing. And again, we've all experienced times when things just happen effortlessly. So my question to you today is, are you pushing rather than allowing? Is there something in your life that you're really trying to make things happen? You're trying to make it happen before it's ready. So are you pushing rather than allowing? I want to share a little story with you from a few years ago. I haven't shared this story for quite a while, so I'm really keen to share it with you because it was a big wake-up call, a big lesson for me personally. So we live in a new build, an eco house that we moved into 6 years ago. But prior to that, we lived in a little black and white country cottage, and it was gorgeous and idyllic. White picket fence, black and white cottage, had a cellar, all the bedrooms were in the eaves. It was gorgeous. But we moved in there when we were before we were married, and we didn't have kids, and obviously we then had children. We then had a dog, and we outgrew the house. It just really wasn't built, for a family, and we'd put an extension on, but we've all been there when we just, we outgrew the house and it was time to move on. So we made a decision to sell up. The house actually sold very quickly because it was so beautiful and idyllic, and very quickly we sold the house to a lovely couple who were actually downsizing in their 50s, and they wanted a little country cottage, so it was perfect. And of course then we set about finding our next house, which happened to be the house that we're in. We needed something bigger, we needed something that was going to work for a family, and we found our ideal house and we were like, ecstatic. But as the months kind of unfolded, things started to kind of really slow down, and there was something going on at our buyer's end, and it was just all taking far too long. And I was getting really frustrated, and I was on the phone to the solicitors and the estate agents, and I was really trying to push and make it happen. I wanted to kind of get the process going. I wanted us to get into our new home, because when you've made a decision to leave your job or a relationship or a house, you just want to get on with it, don't you? So I was getting really frustrated, and I was really pushing and trying to force things to happen before they were ready. This went on for 6 or 7 months. It was really frustrating because, of course, the buyers or the people we were buying our house from, our new house, were kind of going, what's going on? This shouldn't be taking this long. There wasn't even a chain. So there was something amiss. Anyway, we got to the point of exchange 7 months after having that offer made on our little cottage. We were ready to exchange. Of course, at this point, I'd got removal men sorted. I'd redirected post. I was packed pretty much. I was ready to go. On the day of exchange, or the day before exchange, the couple that were buying our little cottage pulled out. Rug pulled from underneath our feet. We were literally back to square one, and I was devastated. They'd had a health issue, and of course these things happen, but it meant that they weren't going to buy our cottage, and therefore we weren't going to get our new home. And I was heartbroken, because it was all their months of wasted time and waiting, and we were back to the beginning. We literally had to start again. And in that moment, I just thought, I had that effort moment where I just thought, I've got no energy left to give to this. Good morning, Wanda, how are you doing? I had no energy left. I just had nothing left to give. I just spent 6 months pushing and forcing and, willing it to happen, and it all had fallen apart. And I just thought, I've got nothing left to give to this. Enough's enough. The house went back up for sale. Our cottage went back up for sale. The estate agent put the board back up. And a couple of days later, I bought a little St Joseph who now sits on my bookshelf behind me. And this was a little ritual that Doreen Virtue had talked about, burying a little St Joseph in the front garden. And apparently he was supposed to assist in helping you find the perfect buyer. And I remember a couple of days later going out to the garden with the kids and my husband. They all think I'm bonkers anyway, so they go along with it. I bury this little St Joseph in the garden, and we say a little prayer, and I literally said, I let go. I'm tired. Please help us to find the perfect buyer, and you know, help us to find the perfect house for our family, for our future. And I literally let go. I just thought, nothing left to give. St Joseph's buried in the front garden, let him sort it out. And I went back to living my life. But here's the magic in this story, the magic in doing nothing. A day later, literally a day later, I had a knock at the door. It was about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and in front of me stood my neighbour. Hi, Sean. My neighbour standing in front of me, and he said, I've just noticed your for sale sign has gone back up. He said, and I really kicked myself, you know, when it went up for sale first time around and I didn't come and see you. He said, I've noticed it's gone back up. I'd like to buy the cottage. He said, my mum lives 2 doors down. I really want to buy this cottage so I can move in and be close to her. And I'm looking at him. He said, I don't even need to see it. I just want to live here. I know you've looked after it well. You know, can I offer you this amount? And I sent him off, of course, the next day to the estate agent, and it was finalised. We ended up getting more money, actually, for the cottage than the previous owners had offered us. And 6 weeks later, he moved in, we moved out, we moved into our eco house that we're in now, and that was the end of it. So there is magic in letting go. There's magic in just saying, F it, I don't know, I have no energy, more energy to give to this. I hand it over, I release it, I let go. Let the universe work its magic. And in this instance, that is exactly what happened. Me pushing and forcing and pulling and cajoling was not working. In fact, I really think, you know, it really went against everything I was trying to create. Now, this is a simple house story, but, you know, we can apply this to any aspect of our life, right? We could apply this to a job that we're trying to get, or a business deal, or a project, or a relationship maybe. Pushing is never the way to go. There is magic in letting go and doing nothing. And this is my message today. So to ask you again, are you pushing rather than allowing? There is magic in the letting go and the allowing of the process, right? So an affirmation I just want to share with you today, or a mind hack. I'm calling them mind hack, neurological mind hacks. But the affirmation is, or the mind hack is, I let go, I release, and I hand it over. So I let go, feel that, I let go. I can't figure this out. I don't know how it's going to happen, so I let go of it. I let go, I release it, I hand it over. Hand it over to whatever you believe in, your higher power, to God, the angels, whatever. I hand it over. I release, I let go. Feel that, because it feels amazing, right? To just go, it will happen when it's ready. There is magic in doing nothing. So this is my message today. What do you need to let go of? What do you need to let go of and do nothing? I hope this message has served you today. I just felt called to share it with you because I really believe pushing is not the way. We need to release, we need to let go and allow. So share your comments with me below. Let me know, have you got a story maybe where you have pushed too hard and it's all gone tits up, and where you've allowed and it's all come back together in perfect timing? Share your story with me below, or share a comment of something with me below, or just write, I let go, below. If there's something you're holding on to, write in the comments section, I let go, I release, I hand it over. Let's just do that together. So I hope this has served you. If you're viewing elsewhere than the tribe, you're elsewhere on the web, then come and join my community over on Facebook, the Game of Life Tribe. If you want more inspiration, more guidance, then you can come and visit me at thegameoflife.co.uk. We've got loads of freebies and resources, from life planners to cut out and keep affirmations to life evaluators, happiness planners, or all sorts of stuff you can get your hands on. So have a look at thegameoflife.co.uk to get your hands on some of my freebies. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I look forward to catching up with you again, maybe later in the week, or another video at some other time. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you again very soon. Bye bye.